Number 10, Zachary Rizase. At center, 6'10", number 15, Clint. At guard, 6'7", number 5, Dyson Daniels. At forward, 6'8", number 1, David Jackson. At guard, 6'1", number 11, Ike J. Young.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Clint Capella.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Rizase in at the 3. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
The BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Pass to Plumlee. To the paint. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Plumlee.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Outside Johnson. Young finds Johnson. Inside. Rizase, no good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we've got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker, that's the name of the game here, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Young. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
No good on that one. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And he sinks the second, and 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Daniels. Kept alive. Johnson a screen on Booker. Second chance effort. Yep, count it.
Yes, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
Young against Jones. The rebound by Atlanta. The Suns beat them last time when these two met in Phoenix.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Johnson with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Jones, the pass to Booker.
Atlanta foul. Daniels.
And Atlanta making a change here. Hunter's checked in.
Coming to the floor for your Hawks. Number 12, DeAndre Hunter.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first. Booker against Hunter. Capella with a block.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Hunter passes to Johnson. Back to Hunter. Outside Young. Capella screen on Jones. There's Young with the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Make some noise for your ATL dancers.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Daniels. And Krejci subbed in for Young. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Nurkic is checked in for Plumlee. Bull comes in for Durant. Beal, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Allen in for Jones. There's a minute 17 left in the opening quarter. Booker looking around. They need this. And the Suns miss again.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Allen against Bogdanovic. To the middle. Here's Krejci. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
52 seconds left in the first quarter here. Beal against Hunter. Beal, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Allen against Bogdanovic. Let's go with a three. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Suns trail by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Allen against Bogdanovich. Allen outside. Bol, a screen on Bogdanovich. Clock is at 3. Here's Allen. And the bucket is good.
Leaving the defense in the dust. How do you guard against a move like that? I don't know.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
On the court right now for the Suns. KD and Nurkic are the big men for him. Monte Morris is out there with Grayson Allen, and it's Beal in at the small forward position.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
The Hawks lead by 10. Here's Risacher. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Risacher, hounded by Beal. Okongwu, a screen on Beal. 4 on the clock. Here's Risacher, rebounded by Nurkic.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Here's Durant. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Durant's gotten his first bucket of the night. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And so here's Phoenix, following the score by Atlanta. Nurkic, up again. It's good on the putback.
No, throw it down, big fella. Big Nurkic. Those are 2 powerful points.
Outside Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Bogdanovich. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beal outside. Back to Durant. Durant draws the double. Allen outside. Nurkic is screen on Bogdanovich. And Allen gets it to go.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Hunter. Daniels is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Young in for Krejci. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Dunn comes in for Durant. Booker, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Jones in for Morris.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Pass to Beal. into the lane. And then Beal with the dunk.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Plumlee against Capella. Here's Daniels. The three from Risacher. Fires in the triple. Risacher's got 5 points.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Assist from Dyson.
Booker with it. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. One second left. That shot off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make a stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Van Half-Court shot from
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You know, for the Suns, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Yeah, even with the extra.
Into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Plumlee. And here's Booker. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And the slam dunk by Capella.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Outside Durant. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Jones, that's good. And so Durant with the assist. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Young. He's got 6. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, How would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
The first free throw is good.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Second free throw, no good. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, he's even more magnified and intense.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Here's Risacher. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Up top, Johnson. Guarded by Durant. Johnson passes to Capella. 6 to shoot. Capella, screen on Booker. Here's Daniels. And the layup is good off the glass. Daniels has got his second basket.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. You take a look at the Suns, slogging along so far, sitting at 10th place in the conference.
I think for the Suns, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. He can't hit that time.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A minute 6 left to play in the third quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Johnson a screen on Booker. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
19-footer. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Hunter. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Just continuing to pile it on. Refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Durant, no good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Johnson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kevin Durant. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Johnson. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Beal. And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks earning this break in the action, up 10. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Back after this. And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stops. The offense will come. See if we can move it a little bit more against the Reds and then drive it, move it, catch it, shoot it.
And Coach Bud wants his guys to work harder on offense.
Yeah, and I like what Coach Budenholzer said. Just keep gutting through it, and eventually, hopefully, it will come around.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. KD and Nurkic are the big men for him. Monte Morris is out there with Bradley Beal, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to Roddy. Here's Matthews, pounded by Beal. Here's the three. The Suns clear it. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Okongwu with the bucket. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
I like how Nurkic finds his teammates, puts up solid assist numbers for a big man.
The Hawks lead by 7. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Nurkic. Dunn comes in for Okogie. Booker, he's checked in for Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morris. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Booker. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Daniels.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
Suns trail by 9. Looking to get back on track. The ball's knocked loose. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Young.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Capella, screen on Jones. Young from long range. He drops it from range. And now a 12-point Hawks lead.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
What balance from Booker.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Atlanta leading by 10. Young looking for an opening. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The more aggressive Young is, the better he plays, creating a trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Young. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Young from long range. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Off with the layup. Suns trail by 10. Jones feels it out. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. Atlanta with the rebound. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Now here's Young. Here's Capella. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Booker's shot is good. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Young. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Trey, leadership is such a key part of the point guard position. What's your focus in living up to that?
I'm a big guy and good in team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts with off the court, because that translates on.
Bowling, that's something I haven't done in a while. Thanks for the inspiration.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everybody.